Okay, so I made a post about this, and I'm going to read the post. But if you don't want to watch me read it, you want to read it yourself, or if you want to follow along, I'm going to link this down here. Yeah, so I decided to write something down because I usually just ramble on here, and this needs to be articulated. Okay. I should have posts. If you don't know, my Tumblr is TinyBoxTink. Okay, so this is called an open letter to John Reisinger, but it's not really a letter to him. It's just yeah. Anyway, okay, you'll get it. Okay, I recently saw an Instagram post from John Reisinger, basically complaining about feeling like his old fat alter ego. He apologized for it, and that made me unbearably sad. First of all, I think John Reisinger is one of the most sweet, adorable, funny, caring, sexy as hell people that I have ever been made aware of or seen or heard. The fact that his old high school and adolescent fears still haunt him to this day scares the shit out of me. And I'll tell you why. I've been through that myself multiple times. In junior high, I wasn't chunky or anything, but I was really weird and obnoxious, and I didn't know how to do my hair or my makeup, and I was made fun of. And it was rough. It was really rough. But then I hit high school, and damn, did I figure it out. Oh, yeah. And then, from ages 16 to 19, I was the hot girl. And it was awesome, but I really never truly saw it in myself. Probably because I was always pursuing guys that didn't want me back. And I had other pursuers that I didn't want. But hey, at least I had pursuers, meaning I was hot, right? Then I got into a super serious relationship at 19. Engaged, actually. And to a man I found adorable, amazing, and the hottest man in the world. Looking back on it now, yeah, he probably was like in the top 3 guys I've ever bagged, but his heart and his soul were truly disgusting. Long story short, he ended up getting his ex pregnant and then dumping me to marry her. While I was on spring break, he got her pregnant by having sex with her. Yeah. I don't know how else you would get. Anyway. Yeah, and it broke me. It obliterated me. So after that, needless to say, I ballooned. Weight-wise. And then I got a job at Starbucks 3 years later. And, well, a year later. Anyway, never having coffee before, that precious little thing, my body took to the metabolism booster like gangbusters. Yeah, I was finally the skinny hot girl again. Ages 22 to 25. And then I decided I was going to move to Chicago to pursue a theater degree. And a guy. Needless to say, that neither worked out. And this time, I broke me. And I absolutely wrecked myself. This is embarrassing, and it's very difficult to admit and put on the internet for everyone to see. Especially if John actually sees this. But, it's pertinent to understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going with this. So, not only did I eat my emotions, I drank them. And then I only drank them. And if you think that binging on Cheetos and crap plumps you up, try drinking a bottle of Grey Goose a night. No amount of vomiting from alcohol poisoning will rid you of the self-hate and the self-loathing and the beer belly that just stays and stays. So, yeah, now I was actually disgusting. I moved back home to Dallas after a year, and I sobered up, but I was still fat. So, and here is where we circle back to John Reisinger. Yeah, I know, kind of making this all about me, but I told you I had a point, and I do, so here it is. I don't know the motivation that John had for losing the weight. I don't know what he currently has, and I don't know how long it took, but he has done it right. He has done it right. He changed his eating habits, he exercises profusely, and he does his body good. I mean, damn good. And I didn't. I took a very, very different route. I'm not used to having to work at things, or wait, or be told no. And at this point, I was 20 years old and lost as fuck. I was not going to be fat on top of all that. So, I started pounding pills. Sleeping pills, mind you, but they had a dietary supplement. I'd taken them when I was younger, but then I switched to alcohol. So, yeah. Kind of getting the whole gist here. Yeah. This was fine until about 2 months ago. My 29th birthday. Yes, I'm 29. I flipped out about being 30 in a year, not having my shit together, and I kind of went crazy with the caffeine and the pills, and I crashed. I broke. I got down to 95 pounds because my body got to a point that it couldn't process food anymore, and I had bleeding ulcers in my intestines, and I wasn't eating, period. Anything I was eating, I was throwing up, and that happened for about a month and a half. I finally went into the hospital against my will because I passed out on my bathroom floor, and my mother took me. I lost half the amount of blood in my body, and I literally almost died. That's what I was told. But I'm skinny again. Ooh, skinny. Skinny, 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 skinny. And the thing is, part of me thinks that all of that was worth it. I'm skinnier than I have ever been in 10 years. I look at pictures of me even 2 months ago, and I want to vomit. When I was fat, I hated myself. I hated everything. If I'm not pretty, I don't have anything else to offer people. I'm not talented or smart or crap like that. I'm pretty. And I will be damned if that little fat girl comes sneaking up on me again. That's what I'm terrified of. But then the sane side of me knows that this is insane thinking. I get that. I do. I want you to realize that. I want everybody to know that I'm not a completely shallow nut job. I get it. That's not good. And it took me a long time. It was gross to get here. Let's just say that. But now that that's over, I'm just left with this. And it's like, Anyway. I know that it's harmful. And I know that it's going to kill me next time. So, I'm battling that every single day of my life. And so, I said all of this to say to John, after reading your post, John, you are doing it right. You are doing everything right. I don't know you personally, and I've really been trying hard not to, internet stalk you, so really don't know a lot about you. I'm trying to keep it that way. So, this is probably all bullshit and superficial, but I was just gonna say, you are perfect to me. And here it says, "You're perfect to me," with the cue the pink song. So I just sang it, but that was really awkward and weird. Anyway, that's what I had to write, and yeah. I just really had to write that because I saw that and I was just like, what? 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 He said that he still feels like Fat John. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, Jesus, self-esteem much. But then I was like, oh my God. He still feels that way 20 years later. I hope I'm not gonna feel that way 20 years later. And like, he's so pretty. I don't understand why. Why does he think that? Please don't think that. Please. Please. That's what this is for. Please. Please, John, do not think you are fat or ugly or anything. You are literally fucking perfect. And like, I really am kind of... Okay, we're gonna stop this now. Okay, alright. Cool. We'll see you later. Bye.